Hey everybody, this is Captain John Charts, and we're here on March 18th on a lovely wintry Saturday in March in Michigan. Merry Christmas! Okay, so right now we are going to get into the Delphi video with a little update and a quick market overview with John.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on Saturday night. We just want to do a quick market overview. One of the things we do where we tell our clients and folks that we talk to and try to teach is not to trade the news. It's never a great idea, and I don't know anybody that has made money on trading the news. So
The news comes after price.
you are correct. Thank you for reminding me of that. So we're going to talk about a quick market overview. Overall, big picture, our global macro model has favored U.S. stocks over international stocks, bonds, and other asset classes for quite some time. And that's why we have a unicorn bull. And this bull market continues to go up. And it goes up despite bad news. And you never, my favorite type of market is a market that goes up on bad news. It's a strong market, and the opposite of that, of course, would be a market that goes down on good news. You probably want to think about being short or being out of the market. So let's move on. This is not the inclusive system, but one of our favorite systems is a 6-month, 10-month moving average crossover. And the reason we like this, it's longer term, so those of you that have more slow-moving money, you can get an idea. Let me just get this over here. Well, first of all, if you don't know about moving averages, the green line is the 6-month moving average. The red line is the 10-month moving average. And basically what that is basically six months average price plotted along here, and this is 10 months of the price moving average here. You'll notice that back here, going back to, well, around 1995 or so, the green line crossed above the red line. That is a bullish signal. And it stayed that way for quite some time until we got to the top of the NASDAQ bubble, and then the green line crossed down below. And look what happened. It kept you out of the market. You didn't catch the bottom, but it kept you out of the market. You didn't lose half your portfolio or whatever it was. In NASDAQ's case, probably almost 85% of your portfolio. And then we got a buy signal. Nobody wanted to buy here, and that moved up.
No, the news was very gloomy, wasn't it?
Of course it was. And it kept on moving up, and then we came into the financial crisis. And you know, people say, I never saw it coming, nobody ever saw it coming. Well, that's a bunch of baloney. If you were looking at this, you saw it coming. And you'll see the green line move below the red line. And so, again, you escaped the second major bear market over, the past year or so. And then again, we got a bull market signal right here when the green line crossed back again. Now, no system's perfect. There was almost a sell signal here. There definitely was a sell signal here, but it was brief. You got out, you got back in, and the market since then has continued to climb. But the green,
wall of worry.
Exactly, on a lot of bad news all through here, and really didn't maybe gave a little partial sell signal here, but we continue to have a green line above the red line, so the 6 months above the 10-month. And that is bullish. So we've been bulls, and so we're just going to move on now.
And that's why it's the unicorn bull.
It is a unicorn bull.
Because nobody believed it, just like it's a mythical creature, and there it is.
Are you a mythical creature?
I'm most certainly not. Okay, let's move on here to Delphi. We wanted to just start back fresh with where we began in February 14th. So you could see where we started tracking this, and I believe that's the date we may have notified the subscribers, but in any event, it was right around that time, and this is the chart. It's probably right from our report, John.
I believe you're correct.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Let them know.
Okay, so
what did they miss?
Well, they missed a lot.
Or maybe not miss.
Well, maybe they didn't. So, our title of our video is Delphi, and this is just an example. We wanted to show you that if you have a pretty good idea that you're in a bull market in U.S. stocks, then you want to start looking at, well, what's working inside that bull market? What's going to outperform or possibly outperform? And so this is a chart of Delphi. It looks kind of clustery, but this chart up here, we see a large uptrend, and then we see what's called a symmetrical triangle. And generally speaking, triangles will break out of the triangle via whatever the prior trend was. They tend to break out in the same direction. High probability. So we got that. And what's interesting is not only that, looking at a momentum indicator, in this case we're using RSI, we also see a symmetrical triangle, and we see a simultaneous breakout. Now, when we take Delphi and compare it to the S&P 500, now you want to compare it. The reason for doing this is you want to be in investments that are outperforming other investments. So in this case, Delphi outperforming the S&P 500. What do we have happen at the same time? We have Delphi outperforming on a breakout versus the S&P 500, and again at the same time, Delphi, the momentum of Delphi to the S&P 500 breaking out.
That's a definite sign right there. Okay, so what we did, as always, we love to combine multiple types of charts, and we love the point and figure. And so what we saw when we took the point and figure February 28th, on this particular example, that there had been a double top breakout earlier in January, but now what we saw was the spread quadruple top breakout, and that's fantastic. That is a high reward, low risk probability. It's nice above the bullish support line and breaking through the bearish resistance. So that is a sign things are moving and shaking at Delphi, and that's what you like to see. Along with what we showed you in the previous chart are multiple confirming signs. And as a result of that, it is now up 8%. And this is the entry to 14/17. So that is the date that we put that and alerted the subscribers. So now, boom, up 8%. And it's still moving along excellently. As always, we alert the subscribers when there's any change or anything even more bullish signs that we may notice. So with us, you are going to never ride an investment down again. That's a horrible thing that people have had to go through, and time and generation again, it happens. And with technical analysis, you definitely have a better chance of knowing the inner workings of the market. There's no mystery, and there are signs that you can use to protect your portfolio and to be in the market and capture the majority of those gains and, grab the gains. So when you come and sign up with us, you're getting the performance results from our strategies, even if you don't know what to buy, where to be, or when to sell. We know, and so we will show you, and we're not going to just throw fish at you, as they say. We want you to learn something from this. If you're planning on putting your money to work in the market, we want you to have the same skills that John as an advisor has, because that's how he's stayed and become successful in doing what he does. And he has discretionary authority. And so that explains how a person can take anyone without any knowledge and show them what they do to help their own clients, because they have the ultimate authority. They buy and sell. Well, they, John, and anyone with discretionary authority, buys and sells at the signs that they see that it's time to go or time to be in, where to be. He's always on top. This is a very active management style. This isn't buying a fund and setting it and forgetting it. Okay, that's not how it works. To really capture what you want, and you want the best of the best. You don't want a little bit of results. And if you think you're going to get rich day trading and stabbing the market here and there, it's not going to happen. You don't have the skills, and trust me, I know, because I once didn't have the skills. And you do not know what you do not know till you know what you don't know. And then you realize how little you knew and what you were doing with that money. And you've worked very hard for that. I understand. So we know how frustrating it is when you've gone to cash before the election, perhaps, and then you watch the market rocket up over 11%. I would not want to miss that. So John remembers when he was an advisor, there was just a bull run, there was no crash. And then came the dot-com bubble. He saw all of the things that we don't want you to experience: margin calls, liquidations, and agony of witnessing people being long when they should have been extremely short. And of course, there were people who refused to listen. And that is why we want you to understand what he sees and what he knows, so that you don't let your ego take over and or hold an investment down like some major names we just heard of in the news this week. So this is why he created the whole strategy, and we call it the market code. He's kind of unlocked this code of what you need to do to really truly build your wealth. Now, once you're a member with us, you're safely going to build your portfolio. There's profitable returns, entry and exit strategies that make sense, defensive techniques to help you preserve your portfolio. This is our last call, by the way, as well. Our charter membership prices are going to end starting Monday. And this is going to be the last call for you to gain that power to turn the results and your returns into wealth. And the last call for you to get the skill that makes you the money on demand that you're looking for without risky day trading and penny stock strategies. There's a reason those are not to be in your sights. You get what you pay for, and with those you get risk, incredible risk that you don't quite get yet until you maybe have a oopsie. All right, so this is the last call again for the key to fattening up your profits. It's $3,000 worth of a membership that we are giving to you at very reasonable prices. And what you have to understand is that this knowledge lasts forever. This is not something you're going to forget, and you need a mentor that's going to show you the right way. The right way to do things that you've worked so hard for in gaining this income and getting your investments somewhere where they will actually grow. So what we have for you is the S&P Hammer Report is $179 a month. That is not a lot of money. And the Global Macro, $89 a month. We also service professionals. We've got quite a few professionals that do not understand technical analysis and greatly benefit from our strategies and the strategies of our partner Tim, who's in the quant. So go ahead, head on over to the link and sign up before Monday, because these prices are going on forever. And we so appreciate our members. We appreciate all the support we've had and all the wonderful accolades. We cannot wait to help you. That's the whole reason we're doing this. Thank you so much. This is Kim.